Hey, welcome back to Black Lab Garage. I guess you've seen me build that 390 short block a couple weeks ago, so now the next step is to put the heads and intake on it, right? Well, unfortunately, I'm coming to you with some bad news about that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. After cleaning the heads up best I could, because this set of heads here come out of the junkyard. Well, you can see there's some valve pitting, or valve seat pitting on all of them, and it's not going to lap out. See, FEs don't actually have a valve seat. This is just cast into the head and then they just machine it. So there's not an actual valve seat insert. And I took the heads, was going to get valve, hardened valve seats put in them. Well, the machine shop I use, the guy was having eye surgery and can't do anything till the end of November, 1st December, somewhere in there. Of course, he'll probably be way behind by then. So I probably wouldn't get the heads back till January, maybe. And the only other machine shop in this town, he's not having eye surgery, and I might get them back by March. So that kind of knocks that in the head. Now, one thing I do want to say, you're probably wondering, well, why don't you just go get you another set of heads? Because I do know where one more set is at. But here's the thing. Number one, that set there they'd been reworked and had new guides put in them. But the seats, where they've sat so long and water got in them, the seats were pitted, so they're no good. I could go get another set, and the seats would probably be better, but the guides will be wore out. Well, I'm still stuck having to go to the machine shop. And on top of that, even if the guides were fairly tight, and I do have a valve seat grinder set, even if I did that, or even just lapping them in, it's still the same boat. It's living on borrowed time because it doesn't have hardened valve seats in it. Because those engines were made for leaded gas. And I can't, well, it ain't that I can't, but I won't put an engine in a vehicle knowing it's living on borrowed time. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to tell you to do it or encourage you to do it. I mean, if you want to do it on your own, hey, that's fine, that's up to you. But me, no, I can't do that. Not sleep good at night. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go ahead with the 390 build, not for now. So I guess we'll go to plan B. And plan B is maybe Summit or Jegs will send me a new crate engine. Oh wait a minute, I don't have any sponsors, do I? Okay, scratch that. I'll put an LS in it. And if you believe that, then you're on the wrong channel, because let me tell you something. I will walk before I ever put a Chevrolet motor in a Ford. I don't have a problem with a Chevrolet in a Chevrolet. It's not that. I mean, I have a Pontiac. It has a Pontiac engine in it. Dodge and Dodge, Ford and Ford, Chevrolet and Chevrolet, Pontiac, that's just how I am. And besides, everybody's overdone the LS thing. I mean, it's just bland. I mean, if I go to a car show, I say, oh, it's got a L, I won't even walk over to look at the car. I mean, everybody's doing it. Everybody, it's just, no, don't do nothing for me. But it definitely ain't going in my Ford. So, let me show you plan B. Say hello to plan B. If you're wondering what this is a 94, 95 model fuel injected 460 Ford. It's supposed to be fairly low miles, but well, just to be safe, I'll probably take the heads off of it and see how low a mile it is. And if it needs freshening up, well, we can do that. Ain't no big deal. Parts is a whole lot easier to find for a 460 than they are for a 390. I'll tell you that much right now. But one thing I am wanting to do is, you can see it's fuel injected. I'm going to leave this fuel injected manifold on it. They make a plate that bolts where those 4 bolts go for the plenum, and lets you put a carburetor on it. Because the fuel injected 460 heads are some of the best heads they ever put on a 460. So I'm wanting to put a carburetor on it, and then we'll put it in the truck. Of course, the only downside is, because this is a late model, it's externally balanced and it takes a special flywheel. Can't do like where people cheat with the older model 460. It's internally balanced, use a 390 flywheel. You can't do that with this one. So that kind of hurts, but well, I mean, I gotta have my truck back. So, and 390 ain't gonna be able to be done anytime soon, so this is the next best solution. And besides, it's a bigger motor. Bigger motor's never a bad thing, and it might actually beat the 390 on fuel economy. I don't know, we'll just have to see. So just stay tuned, because I'm sorry about the 390 build. Trust me, I need my truck. I want to get it done, but unfortunately, if I do it, it's going to be January to March sometime before I can even put the heads on it. I need my truck before then. So stay tuned. We're going to start going through a 460 and show you how to put it in the right way, because I want to keep the serpentine belt set up on that too, if at all possible. So me and the pups appreciate every one of you who's watching. We appreciate you questions, everything. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. I'll be back with more.